Welcome back, everyone. Well, not really. This is something new. Well, for this channel specifically, Raptor Boyfriend. Well, I'm gonna just start it right now. I don't really give a crap, but Stella. It's been a while since our last appointment, hasn't it, Doc? Is Stella the main character? Let's check it. Well, I'm not gonna lie. A lot's changed. I know it's kind of a cliche, but what's happening? My life didn't really start until last year. Well, not gonna lie, I think most people, their lives, not literally in a sense, but you know, for them, where it actually supposed to start, the beginning. You know, maybe this is their prime time here. Most people don't really, I mean, it's all kind. Some people start their lives at early ages of 15, 18, some mostly in their early 20s, some in their mid 30s, and stuff like that. So it's pretty normal. Stella. It didn't start until me and my dad moved to Laddletown. This magic's, oh wow, I was correct. It is a town. Damn, I'm good. Ladle. Ladle? It's gotta be ladle. Ladle down. I think it's ladle. But then again, no, fuck it. Ladle it is. This magical small town in the middle of nowhere, Ontario. I dreamed of moving here for so long. Ever since I was a kid, I'd come to visit grandma and go to the local camp. Looks like she's been here before and has fond memories, alright. It was like a fantastical adventure every summer. My summer is always stuck in my eyes glued to the computer screen, playing, you know, shooter games. And a little bit more younger sleepy baby, I guess. I'd be playing just, you know, flash games or whatnot. Good old days where everything was simple. But everything was too simple, so it wasn't that good when I think about it. Going back home to the lousy city felt like someone shaking me away from an amazing dream. But this time it was different. This time Laddle was going to be my home. I'm still bewildered on if I'm saying that correctly. Is it Ladle? Is it Ladle down? Laddle down. I think they're both correct. Correcto. I don't know. I wish the reason we moved here wasn't because grandma had passed on. Shit. We used to be so close. But then right before high school, me and dad stopped coming to Laddle because we moved too far away, or dad and grandma had a bad fight. I think that's let's go a little bit more realistic. Moving too far away doesn't really justify it unless they're really far away, you know, like hopping to a different province or city. It's got to be like dad and grandma had a bad fight. Last time we were there, dad and grandma had this huge fight. It was something to do with dad's work. I just remember being surprised that grandma could yell that loud. She was so tiny. Tiny grandmas, man. They be yelling loud. After that, she only called during my birthday and holidays. And her and dad barely talked. I think dad felt really bad about not seeing her again. It took a while for it to sink in for me. In movies, when people die, it's always so dramatic and meaningful. Yeah, in real life, if the person died peacefully, hopefully, that's the best course of what we want, usually. We it's not so dramatic. But if it's because of a big fight and stuff, and it was a horrible sickness and what, yeah, it does become a little bit more dramatic. Meaningful is a meaningful death. Ooh, that's depends on how you want to define that, right? But other than the funeral and sadness, a lot of what you have to deal with really is a lot of paperwork. Huh. We came up here because despite all that had happened, Grandma left Dad everything. That included her house. So we moved in. But that is like that kind of is a horrible way on moving back in. Yeah, I know. Talk about bittersweet, right? Back then, when we first moved in, I didn't know how to feel. Well, yeah, makes sense, Stella. Dad told me that Grandma would have wanted me to enjoy my senior year, and so that's what I set out to do. Alright. I had a lot going for me to do. Dad let me have Grandma's old truck. I was going to a new school where I could make a good first impression, and I was in Laddletown. Now I know that I haven't been great at meeting new people. I usually like to keep to myself. Well, Stella, you and me both. It was like totally by choice though. This is I'm liking it. This is there's some small details added in, small animations. I'm loving it. Come on, Doc, don't look at me like that. Oh, fine. It wasn't by choice. I was a dweeb. Oh, well, we're not the same. A big fat dweebus with an L practically tattooed on my forehead. Is that what you want to hear? Yes, that's what I want to hear, Stella. You're right, that wasn't fair. It's just I'm still a bit sore about it. I guess I just had trouble making friends because... Oh. This is the most... I mean, this makes sense. Me and Dad moved around so much that I couldn't really get to know anyone before I had to change schools. Being a perpetual new girl is like being some kind of scared animal who ventured too far into civilization. Everyone's gawking, but they're also like, why is she here? So yeah, Doc, I hadn't really had the best luck before, but on that day, September 15th, 1997, wow, I wasn't even born. The planets must have aligned in some way that changed everything. Let me tell you about my first day at Laddle High. I think that makes sense, a Laddle, right? A rocket adrift game. If you want to play this game, everyone, check the link down below. I put it in right there, a shortened link just for you. It's an itch.io game. You can download it for free. You can also support the creators of said game if you want to. It's an option. But yeah, let's get back to it. I was on the way to Laddle High, trying desperately not to freak out about the horrifying prospect of starting a new high school during senior year. Funny enough, I started a new college experience. Yeah, it's going to be fine. Laddle's different from most places. What's the worst that can happen? Usually I don't really say that, you know, if I'm in a new place. Like I don't want to jinx myself. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Usually I think like I've been to a lot of places. Not enough that I would say I'm wise as fuck. Nope. I'm like a baby toddler. But I've been to some places and I have some experiences. You know, good ones and bad ones. I've lived for some time. Wow, Sleepy sounding like an old man. Nope. More so, I always think like, it's not gonna be that bad, you know. If shit hits the fan, well, it hits the fan. It happens. Whatever happens, happens, right? Just gonna move on, deal with it, try to fix it or something. If it went swell, well, good first impressions, well, no problem. Just go for it. I get shamed, kicked out of school, and regret my actions for the rest of my life. My comforting words weren't enough to calm me down, weirdly. I need a game plan. Yes, you do, Stella. And a goal. I had a goal and dream. And then reality hit me in the nuts. And there we go. Here I am. Yes, that's it. I know I was already under a lot of pressure. So I made a goal that felt very reasonable. I'm gonna be the coolest girl in school. On the first day. It's crazy when you're in high school, especially junior high, and then I don't know when I. Oh, I'm sidetracking here. Everyone would be like you, Stella Starosta, are the coolest girl in Laddle High. Like when I was in junior high, I was like, oh god, I need to like be kind of cool, be kind of chill, you know. Didn't really work out. And then once I reached senior high, well, from my experience, I just didn't give a shit anymore. I was like, people think what they want to think about me. That's on them, not on me, you know. When I reached college first time, I was really scared. I was scared shitless, you know. All my anxieties were like hitting every single insecurities I have. Like, what about my hair? Oh god, am I too fat? My face. Oh no, I think I have a pimple or something. Do I look okay-ish? What about my uniform? Things like that. What am I gonna say? How am I gonna introduce myself? It's one of those things. And now I'm like second year because I skipped 1 year. Well, it doesn't really matter anymore. I don't like give a shit. I just be like chill, nice, good, chill dude, pretty much. No, I won't be too active at class, but I won't be too inactive at class. I'll be in the middle. Your average guy, pretty much. Sorry, going back. It seemed pretty doable. It is doable if... Not really. No, you have to be a sporty, smart person to be cool in class. Or... if you really want to grab everyone's attention, right? But if you want to be like... the bad apple, there's no problem with that as well, as long as you pass your subjects, and everyone will know you for it. But it doesn't really stick for a long time, you know. Game plan time. All I have to do is I only just gotta... Alright, here's how I'm gonna do it. I'll make myself into a rock star. I don't think she has it in her. The class clown. Nah. Yeah, there we go. Fuck that. We're gonna be a sex symbol. I'll make myself into a sex symbol. I like exude confidence in my body and sexting. Oh god. And say things like, hey stud. No, Stella, don't say that. That's cringe. I think some people just have that appeal. They're like exuding. They're like steaming with confidence, and you're like they got the face and body, but they're not like a 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a perfect body and face. I'm talking about dudes and girls. All right, or whatever you want to identify with. It's a matter of just confidence. Like every time they speak, their action. If they're gonna say they're gonna do something, they're gonna do it with confidence. I tell you. Does it mean that they don't have like insecurities or whatnot? No, I'm pretty sure they have that, but they're really masking it with a lot of confidence with themselves. And this confidence is usually backed up by practice and experience. So no, or they were just born like that. Who knows? I'll be wicked good at flirting and talking about sexual things. I might draw the ire of prudes, but like, whose face will be iconic through the decades. Mine, not theirs. Alright, go with that confidence, Stella. With a solid plan in place, I started getting closer to school. Then it hit me. What if I run into Taylor? Wait, what? I didn't know how to feel about that. Who's that? Who's Taylor? Your crush? Ooh. Taylor was my camp friend. I hadn't seen him since I was 13. We used to write to each other in between summers. I remember being so excited every time I got one of his letters. Oh god, oh god, sorry, sleepy cough. It was like I was just a little bit closer to being in Laddle. Laddletown, Ladletown. It both works, honestly. I'm still debating it inside my head, you know. I'm like, which one? I just go with Laddle. It's the one that we started with. Then the year I stopped going to camp, I also stopped writing. I don't know why. Maybe it was because... Oh... I think it's just because I stopped going to camp. This... Like, so we're deciding actually. Do we go for the... I had feelings for him? It changed too much? I don't think so. It's either of the two. Since we picked sex symbol... Maybe it was because I had feelings for him, but didn't know how to deal with them. Like, I don't know. I was 13. Yeah, for a 13-year-old girl or anyone younger at that age, you know, can't really deal with his emotions, his feelings properly. And once you grow older and older, you start to be like, it's a matter of you need to master or gain a lot of control with yourself in terms of social, financial, and pretty much yourself, pretty much. I was a naive kid with a crush, and I guess I was scared that if I kept writing, I'd tell him. And that he'd be like freaked out or something. Or maybe he wouldn't, Stella. But we're 16 minutes in, so I'll be seeing you in the next episode. And hope everybody stays well. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and yeah, bye!